Hello, my name is Suman Agarwal. Today I will talk about the interconnection between geography, language and culture. We go to different places, we see that in different places people have different dressing habits, different food habits, different industries, different professions. This all depends on the geography of a place. For example, people in mountainous regions will wear very heavy clothes and they will be physically strong because they have to climb a lot. People living near the oceans will have seafood in their cuisine and they will wear very light clothes. They will adopt fishing as their profession and swimming will be a part of their culture. Places which have farmlands will have agricultural economy. Places which are rich in minerals will have industrial economy. So everything depends on the geography of a place. Even the food habits, the way the food is prepared, what people eat, that also depends on the geography. For example, let's take an example of China. In South and Central China, it's very hot and humid climate. So people eat very hot and spicy food over there, like the Sichuan cuisine, the Hunan cuisine. It's very hot and spicy because Chinese traditional medicine says that when we eat hot and spicy food, it raises our body temperature, which helps in more evaporation and makes the body cooler. So that is why they eat more hot and spicy food. In North China, wheat is the staple diet of people because it is produced in large quantities. So they eat more of noodles, pancakes and dumplings. Also, the method of preparing food. Chinese people don't have much access to more fuel because fuel shortage is always there in China. That is why they use boiling, steaming and stir frying as the main cooking techniques. They can't afford baking as it requires a lot of fuel. But in Imperial China, roast duck, that is called the Peking roast duck, was used because in Imperial China, kings were there, they could afford baking, so it was the royal cuisine. So it is still there in Beijing and north of China. In South China, there are some minorities in places like Yunnan and Guizhou where the poor farmers don't have access to fresh produce, so they cannot waste food, so they have to rely on preserved food. So pickled vegetables is an important ingredient of their cuisine. Also in China, because there is a lack of grazing lands for pastures, milk and dairy products are not a part of the cuisine. They use soy to produce tofu, which is equivalent of paneer, and they also use soy to produce other sauces like soybean sauce and hoisin sauce. In Canton, the food is very bland and very light. They use very light sauces over there. So this is how every part of China, every part of any other place, we are taking China as an example. The food habits, the cooking habits, everything is dependent on what is the geography around us, the landscape, the natural vegetation, the climate, everything. Also, when we come to language, we see that people who are living in high altitudes, they have more aspirated consonants in their language. This is because at high altitudes, air pressure is low, so it is easy to compress less dense air. So there are more aspirated consonants. And people who are living in plains, they have more vowels in their speech because vowels are louder than consonants. People are farther apart, so they need to be more loud. Even the words which we use in our vocabulary, the sentence structure, the grammar, these also depends a lot on culture. For example, in Japan, people are very humble, so there's a humility in their language. In English, we say like someone broke the window. In Japanese, the sentence would be like the window broke. Because in their culture, they don't blame other people for any type of situation, they don't blame other people. That is why this is how they speak. Also, like for example, in some patriarchal societies, swear words are there for a particular gender. So this all comes from the culture of a place. So these three things are interconnected and they are interlinked, and always there is a relationship between them. I think I am clear. Thank you.